It's almost rude to interrupt this. I'm sorry. I even closed it off fully. That was not what I meant to do. It is kind of rude to interrupt this calm music, but yet I still have to. So I'm very sorry if you were enjoying this. I'll keep it playing in the background for tonight. Anyone who's there, welcome. Welcome to D&D tonight. I am very excited again because we're still in North and we're heading up back north even further. Maybe even parts where Anvil hasn't been before. Also, we're trying to figure out the situation that's going on between Arne and Arne's dad, Andre. And of course, how is a lizard going to survive the cold in the deep, deep north? So lots of struggles, lots of things that we're gonna encounter. Enjoy the ride tonight. I am very excited. I'll see you guys in the chat while I'll join my friends on Discord. Because as you can see, there is 3 people already there. Oh, the thingy's working? Oh, there we go. It's a little bit off, and now I'm annoyed by it, so I actually want to fix it first. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. This is the D&D game. This is the game itself. I don't know why it does it like that. It should be like this. Did I actually put it in a way where the hotbar was hidden? I don't know why it's like poking out a little bit. I don't like that idea, so I'm gonna fix it. Shift is cutting it, right? No, it's not. Alt is cutting it. No, it's not. Was it control? No. I don't know. There was a button that I used to, It's not shift. Is it alt? I have no idea what point it was. Alt. I tried alt, didn't work. Give me 1 second. Was it alt? Oh yeah, it is. Why didn't it work on this side before then? Jesus. Stupid. Is it me? But am I being the stupid one here? Because oh no, wait. Now I remember why I did it like that. All this cutting and transforming, yeah. I think I want it like this. Yeah, it's like also moving around freely. Thank you, Capri. I appreciate that. It seems like you can't really hear my music on the desktop at all. Is that true? Do you hear my music playing in the background? Because you should, but it's not. Let me fix that, because it keeps doing this to me every time. Yes, Skyrim music. Everyone knows Skyrim music. It's just a random playlist that I got on Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube, and I enjoy it. I should be working now. Okay. Since I'm the last one that has to join my friends, I'm gonna hop in real quick until, like, before they actually, like, kill me for being late. So, I'll see you guys in the stream. Where is the channel? There it is. Heyo!
Hello.
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 Oh shit, that was ominous. Hello there, DM.
I have appeared.
My
Why
mom.
would I say anything ominous?
My mom is the best mom there is. I was like, "Hey mom, D&D tonight," and she's like, "Oh really? I kind of forgot." I'm like, "Yeah, what you're making for dinner?" "Well, we're making homemade pizzas, but that's okay. I'll bring one up for you upstairs."
Oh, that's sweet.
My mom's the best.
Very good. Well. I believe we are all assembled.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's diddly do it.
If I recall correctly, which I'm fairly certain I do, then we left off last session.
Mm-hmm.
Good Arne had just talked with his mother, who has given her side, who has given him her side of the story of what the fuck's going on. And that's, you then left you bought a ton of food, realized that most of you basically have no money with you, and so, yeah, so
Basically, there again was some plowing involved.
just don't bring up the clowns. Come on. So Ali just pretty much just paid for all of it because for some reason she had like 60 gold pieces with her, just accumulated in her pockets, I suppose.
Very in character of Ali to forget how much money she has.
It's just like, oh,
Yeah, it was like when Mama Coin and Papa Coin really love each other, and then it gets more.
I
Yes.
wish my wallet did that with the coins I had.
Same.
Right.
but yes, if I recall correctly, that was pretty much the moment, the position. And I guess more than anything, it is the intention of the person directly involved
Ooh.
that might decide the next course of affairs.
Am I missing a memo?
It is.
No,
is
it's
about-
it's Marin.
Yes,
Sorry.
Arne.
Is it? Oh,
It is
I-
Arne, but
I am not used to taking charge.
You get this.
so-
not my problem, mate.
I know. So yeah. Into the cold we go, I guess.
Like, I mean, that's the question. Do you
Yeah.
just, leave all this behind, or do you want to somehow directly intervene?
I
Or
mean,
do you want to talk with your sister about it? Do you want to talk with Glama about it? Do you want to catch your mother alone and talk about it?
We're gonna
I'm-
get NPCs added to our party.
I was under the impression that he would get back to it like after they did their errands.
Yeah, but you might be away, like, just in terms of distance.
Mhm.
Going there where you want to go, and that's not a precise thing. Again, this is not a very well-charted place, the north of Nolf. Like, 10 days there, 10 days back. And in 20 days, a lot can happen. Like,
It's true.
Also, because
Um,
we don't know how much time we're gonna spend there.
hmm
that's the thing. Like, that's about, like, 20 days is about the expected minimum.
Okay. In that case, maybe like talking to Glama would be like a good idea because he's middle ground, but I don't know.
Oh, of course, you can talk with your party about it.
Yes. Oh
You know.
boy, talking.
I know, terrible. Why do we do it? Why have we
Yeah.
ever evolved from grunts to language?
I know. I feel this.
Mhm.
At some point, we said Ooga Booga, and it all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Mhm. What a disappointment.
Why do you insult my English? I English good.
We speak
Your
of love
nonsense
and
is
not
even
of
better,
hate.
so you're fluent at it.
The implication is less than nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I could make a thing happen. That's my job, technically speaking.
I mean, I would be open for that. Because I'm running into like a verbal roadblock.
I'm still curious why we can't just put everything on the table with some wine and berries and talk about it.
Arab is too
I
pure for
agree.
this world, I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
Is he wrong though?
Are they?
I mean, I would love Earth's idea, but I don't think it would work because everyone's so stubborn.
So that's when you get it from. Good to know.
I clicked out of Roll20. One moment.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Yes,
I'm not even logged into Roll20 yet. Thanks for mentioning it.
It's not desperately problematic for you, but I have like documentation and names in Roll20. I would really
It
like
really
to see
helps.
those. I would really like to see those, so I don't have to say you are speaking to person.
Wait, you don't have all of that just saved in your head?
No, I don't.
Oh my
What
god.
kind of computer brain do you have? That's
I
a lot of
really
information.
expected you to be,
Yeah,
You know.
terrible. Well then. So, out of the longhouse where you talked with Ingeborg, Brank,
Mm.
and you met Remy, comes towards you. You are. Anyone want to bet? No, fuck you. No betting. Older sister Randy.
Oh
no.
my god. Okay.
Exciting.
Let's,
If you're
approaches
actually
you.
gonna be standing there
Arne-
awkwardly, I'm gonna like nudge your side. Like,
No, she like,
like,
if you want to engage, you can engage, but you know, if she, once she has walked up to you, she will engage you.
engage me, please.
It's your sister.
Not
No.
like that.
Oh.
So, what do you think about it?
I I don't think this is going very good.
Yeah, at least I think we're all agreed. I don't think nobody likes the situation.
No. I don't see how things could get any worse at this point with what's
Never
been
say
said.
that.
Shh. uh,
We'll get through this. Right?
I mean, sure.
Randy just kind of looks over to Arnwell with like these kind of eyes of, you sure?
Yeah. I mean,
Uh.
sure, we could get through this, but it's not certain what is going to happen with home and everything involved.
Arne,
Mm-hmm.
you're a good lad. Believe it or not, I like you and I trust you. Even if
Oh.
you're sometimes stupid.
I'm actually really surprised to hear you say that, but I'll
You're a
take it.
good sort and a trustworthy person. So I hope I can trust you with this when I ask you, and I want your
Mhm.
honest answer.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever considered Mother might be wrong.
Oh.
Ellie stops whatever she's doing, and she kind of just side eyes the sister.
Arne looks there and squints his eyes, and what are you trying to say?
This isn't. Look, when I'm saying she might be wrong, I'm not saying Ande is right.
Mm-hmm.
That never.
But this
But-
isn't right either.
This isn't. Maybe he has a point in some regards. I'm not speaking breaking the clans. No. They're family. They are us.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just sit here and not to do anything. There are people that support him.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are good people.
I agree. I don't think those people should have to suffer for this. Whatever the consequences may be. Mm, I don't
There's,
know.
I think, the problem with Mother.
Mm.
She doesn't think of this as, how to say, as big as it is. To Mother, it's about our father and how
Mhm.
he is wrong and how he has to admit he's wrong. I'm not sure she can see the bigger picture through that.
Yeah, it struck me that she's kind of blinded by her own rage at this point, and it doesn't make figuring any of this out any easier. Mm. I think they will have to find some common ground in this situation eventually before things escalate.
Where? How?
Beats me. I really wouldn't know how. I just don't want anything bad to happen to either of them, I suppose.
Well, I'd be okay with a few bad things happening to Father.
Oh.
Arne laughs and nods in agreement. Yeah, I cannot disagree with that. He deserves it.
But Mother doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want to compromise. She doesn't see the point, I suppose.
No, I tried talking to her, but she was very steadfast on her decision.
But by all rights, it's not her that's in charge.
Arne looks at her and he kind of guesses where this is going.
Don't. If there's going to be a compromise, it's not going to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, if I can help it, it's also not going to be with Glamour. He's a pompous ass. But
Well, at least we know
technically,
she's met him.
but we can't just. And I suppose on the other side, there are people. Well, how much do you think your father's supporters, our father's supporters, sorry, I'm also part of the family.
Where did Mickey come from?
He's always here. You just learn.
It's just every character is Mickey.
Every character's Mickey.
The lore just intensified.
Oh no.
His supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much love might they have for him?
I wonder. I guess he's paid some nameless men to be on his side. So I don't know how much that is.
I can
loyalty,
understand
but...
them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's I guess pays more
He's
than
planning
anything
to
else.
forgive them.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, gold. But
Yeah.
none of that is him. Would Black Toes abandon him if we forgive him? But then
I wonder.
Oh.
Mother wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Out of
I don't-
curiosity,
Yes?
how is like my experience with how like judicial systems are around places I have been to? Because like compared,
Yes.
Nolf seems like very almost primitive.
Well, Nolf is like very self-organized in a way. Where like, are you familiar with the legal concept of the pater familiaris?
No.
Okay. Damn it. But no, basically, there's the idea that every household has the head of the household, and they are the law. And every clan has the head of the clan, and they are the law. Like, yes, there are customs you're supposed to follow,
Yeah.
but in the end, like, there is no judicial system. There's just, the head of a family who is technically in charge of the family.
Okay.
But of course, all of that is like, there are no written law codes here. There's just the way we do things.
So it seems a little antiquated compared to most other places we have visited so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, definitely, I mean, if you're talking about, like, also just general, like, Berg or Ostrom have maybe a few hundred people in them.
Yeah.
Like, the population density of Nolf is tiny. Lasha and Moniel have hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah. But no, good to know.
If we ask him, and he thinks we have, well, if he thinks it's the mother, that he would come. If he thinks it's, well, enough prestige that he can end it there, he would come. If we invite him to talk somewhere, neutral ground, we could. But mother wouldn't. So the question is, do we do it anyway? Do we try to do something behind mother's back?
At this point, I think, considering with what cards we've been dealt, I don't think we have anything to lose anymore if we were to do that.
And in the end, yes. But Ingeborg might have a prestigious name and reputation. But Glama is in charge of his clan. 50 fighting men. I bring 2,000 from the
I
tribe.
can bring Legba if that helps.
Like bomb murder machine.
I'm pretty sure that would help, actually.
You never know.
Brunk is
Ellie
the
kind
most.
of giggles and she goes like, "Well, I'm an only child, but isn't going behind your parents' back actually kind of a thing that siblings do?"
Arnie looks at the Randy. He kind of chuckles a little bit.
I don't know, Arnie. Is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She has this shit-eating grin and she just goes, "Is it?"
Arnie crosses his arms like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And the rest of the fighting men will follow. Probably Brunk? We don't. I don't. At the end of the day, there's almost no one here that would follow Ingeborg if the other prestigious members of this little community do something else. She would huff and she would rage. But as long as... Well, I guess that's then what it comes down to. How do we deal with that?
I mean...
Because I don't know if you noticed, I don't think we're bringing this family back together again.
No, I think that ship has long sailed.
Mommy and Daddy aren't gonna come back together.
And frankly, I don't think if we don't exile either Ingeborg or Andre, I think she's gonna try to kill him anyway.
Yikes.
If she had the chance, she would. Yeah. So
The respect for Arne's mother has grown like a lot during this conversation.
I don't even, as tempting as it may sound, but I don't think that is the answer. And I think who would be easier to exile at this point because
Why not let the people decide?
How much do you trust our dear father?
I trust him. I don't trust him at all. I don't trust him at all. That's.
Neither do
I wish I
I.
could, but I can't.
But if we were to believe what he says, he does not think he needs to lead.
He's fed us so much lies in the past.
I know,
He can twist it within like.
but I
Blink of an eye.
trust Ingeborg,
Mm.
and thus I trust her that she'd never leave unless we force her.
Mm-hmm. I think that's true.
So, will we send for Father Dearest and arrange a meeting?
I suppose at this point we've nothing to lose, so sure.
I will
Let's bring the old man in.
rely on you people. I can't quite walk around and bring some of my fighters with me. That would raise eyebrows I don't think we want to raise yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is best kept under the covers. Mm. So, where do we bring him?
The Dead Hill? You would know what the Dead Hill is. The Dead Hill is not actually a hill. It's a cairn. It's a earth grave. A big one with some stones on top of it.
Mhm.
But it's, there are a few areas like that scattered around Nolf. Traditional neutral ground.
Yes.
Here in the regard of, hey, the hill belongs to the dead, thus it's
Mhm.
neutral because it doesn't belong to any of us.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Fair enough.
Don't fight in their houses. It's not okay.
That would be rather rude.
Yes. Okay.
So, with the distances, maybe 2 days?
And that leaves us with enough time to mentally prepare for this mental torture. Ugh. Okay, 2 days.
If you could try to talk Glamour around,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be good.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do.
Ellie looks at the party, like she looks around, and she's like, "We'll do everything we can to help."
Randy claps you, Arne, on the shoulder. You're a good egg, Arne.
Egg.
Thanks. I used to be a lot more rotten. That means a lot.
I
And
thought I
then
was
he
one with the
squeezes
shell.
her shoulder in return.
I think she refers to him being a soft egg on the inside.
Aw.
Egg.
I used to be a rotten one back in the day, but
You would smell like
we've
one if
come
you
a
let
long
one
way,
fly.
haven't we? It's good to see you again.
I suppose it is. And she'll leave you to it. Whatever it might be.
How ominous.
Ominous indeed.
I I hate to be the one to bring this up because it is definitely the dick move, but weren't we trying to beat people to the north who are ahead of us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, technically. But you know, I don't know.
On the other hand, if we
could
stay
technically and just murder them is fine, but like I'm just clarifying.
if we stay slightly behind the people that are also going the same way and they encounter like things that are quite difficult or like I don't know, like wolves or something, then we don't have to deal with them anymore, right?
It's easier to follow a trail of blood, I suppose.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
depends if they win or
God.
not. Like, if they win, then the wolves are gone.
That's
If they
just
lose, the wolves are still
hunting
there.
instincts. You follow the trail that's been given
At
to
least the wolves won't be as hungry if they already encounter some.
you. Oh,
traveling
they
groups.
will be hungry.
You really think
This took an
wolves
ominous
would
turn
be a
very
problem?
fast. Oops.
Wolves.
Well,
Well, at least coppers should be fine. I don't think they're vegetarian.
they do like to chew on sticks, though.
Fucking try it, man.
I mean, in terms of, Nolf people update. In terms of wildlife you might encounter up north, yeah. But wolves, probably not that dangerous to you people. There are cave hyenas out there, and they're a bit more known for sometimes attacking humans. And you have, now I wonder what would say it. Where's the name I have given it? But, no, yes, no. The Varulda. What the fuck is a Varulda?
I don't know.
I have a feeling you're about to tell us.
I am! Imagine a crocodile. But, warm-blooded, and instead of hiding in shallow water or at the coast, it lies in snow for sometimes weeks on end. And then you get too close to it and it bites at you.
It's like a weird bear trap.
It's it's a land crocodile.
You're a land crocodile.
I am a land crocodile.
Aren't we all?
No, only me. Fuck you.
I'm
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 unique.
the special one, not you.
I'm unique.
I'm superior.
I'm a land crocodile. Anyway.
I now have this image of a German crocodile with a gigantic fluffy beard. Can't unsee that.
That's
to share.
very good. It's a good mental image, though. I approve. Yeah, you technically have some free time in which you might do whatever you like.
Just to clarify, we're waiting for the dad to come. We're not getting said dad. Yes.
Well, you have about a day free time, and then you could make your way to the Dead Man's Hill, which also takes some time, then for the mutual meeting.
Mhm.
Because you're not-
I say we go there first and maybe scout the area.
Before actually.
You
We
could
could.
also do that. That's very good. That's very true.
Check the area out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Wonderful.
something
I mean,
can
it's been
help
a while since we've been there, so. I mean, have we ever been there?
I mean, it's not like I hang around there. It's a bit weird animal.
I mean,
you know my favorite
you
hangout.
know-
What are you talking about?
we used to travel a lot, like roam around the woods. So I don't know.
You are going there? Is this the agreed upon?
Yeah, let's check it out.
If anything attacks us, I blame Ali because Animal's so close to getting a full month without having to do animals.
I
Well,
will give my
um,
life.
On the way then, I would like
Making my way downtown.
100 die from someone.
Ooh, who is gonna be?
Someone did it.
Someone just did it already.
Yeah,
I was getting ready.
I'm quicker.
Get your PC thinks you're slower. 75. That's like a
No.
nice number though. Like
Mm-hmm.
No,
you know,
it's
it's like
because,
3/4.
I have the animation on that the dice bounce around on roll 20. That's why you have
Of
to wait for a
course,
second.
you have the animation on. Why doesn't that surprise me?
She can also see everybody else's dice rolling as well. fun perks. Why do I know that? Because it's such a high number. I'm like, is it going to be something really, really bad?
Or
Or
we
something
Yeah.
really stupid.
maybe we run across a polar bear.
Maybe we'll run across
Uh,
a crocodile.
Maybe
Well,
we will.
Brown bears more likely in the south, but more north you might find polars.
Huh.
Maybe we will encounter a murder
Oh.
bunny.
Zoom out a bit. The Deadman's Hill is big. Oh, also
Oh.
there are random people on
I
it.
need
Don't
to let
worry
it
about
load in
them.
first.
It needs to
before I
it needs to
continue.
render in.
Oh,
Jesus
Christ.
Christ! There we go.
Ooh.
That looks
Look at
so
these
cool.
beautiful
Looks so
pixels.
nice though.
No, this is just we want to you people, because sense of scale is important and all that.
Hmm.
Can I drop my booty on here? Nope. I
Uh,
cannot.
Why can't you not?
Oh, there you go.
You should be in Christmas tree formation on the top of the hill.
Yay.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, this
Christmas tree.
We
Oh.
fit in with the trees.
That is.
It's
This
very
is
big. And
huge.
of course, there's a circle of monoliths on the top of it.
Of course.
For me, it still hasn't loaded in.
A summoning circle. Oh, yeah. Are these giant mushrooms? Like
oh,
these
there
things?
we go.
They look like gigantic mushrooms.
Oh, fucking no. They look weird.
Yes, those are definitely the giant mushrooms. From
Yeah, it seems like
Cool.
mushrooms.
Mushies.
Okay, I can see. But yes, that's the neutral ground.
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally, such meetings happen inside the stone circle. And I mean, hey, if you even want to go even further into tradition, traditionally, there are always 3 people of either side
Ooh.
meeting like this.
And you have to shout over the
Lekpa is one person. I love that.
Of course.
And then have an empty, like, that's like the idea, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking meet in the middle because shouting is bad. But due to that, there's the tradition of, in the stone circle, there are only 3 people for either side, and the rest have to wait outside of the stone circle.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
I'm
pretty cool.
really happy that there's trees around us.
Mm-hmm. So nice and crisp.
Hmm.
Are we already on top of the mountain?
I mean, it's just I just put you here for like scale's sake. You can, I mean, hey, if you want to investigate anything specific, feel free to.
Investigate. It's so big, though. Jesus.
Yes,
It is.
it's huge.
I want to fuck around here, and I'm gonna yell down the hall.
Ali, don't be polite.
That's the graves.
Ellie stands in the doorway and she goes, "Echo!"
Oh god, Ali.
Ali, Jesus, stop! I just pull her
Ali,
away.
like,
I pull her away
yeah, he
from the
also
fucking door,
plucked
like,
her away.
yeet!
She doesn't understand. She's just having fun.
Ali,
Don't yell at the
She's
resting.
what?
don't yell at
People are
them.
resting there.
With resting, he
ones.
means dead.
Yes.
Dead
they're-
people.
don't yell
Not
at them.
waking anyone
That
up.
hill is literal? Ellie looks at you like she's seen a ghost, like, that hill is literal?
It's literally a pile of dead
Everything's
people underneath the hill.
literal in here.
She turns back to the doorway and she whispers, and the whisper still echoes, but she whispers it. She goes, "Pardon the intrusion!"
Intrusion.
And then you hear like a
Uh.
snarling, like,
Walks out of the
oh my god. Is this the secret tunnel they were talking about?
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel under the dead mountain.
Well, through the dead people, actually.
Secret. So Ellie decides then that it's time to climb up, but because she's so short, it's an exercise.
With a deep sigh and some shaking of the head, Annabelle places her hand on Ali's back and just pushes her along.
Be careful, you little legs!
I know. Don't worry. Let's just climb up. Oh Jesus, it's so pretty here. There we go.
Ali contemplates getting herb and sledding down this hill.
You can also take copper shield like we did last
Oh,
night.
my shield. I also have a shield.
Yeah, you also have a shield.
I think that you can take copper shield, but not invite copper.
No, rude.
we
How
could
can you
use
invite
copper to slide down the hill.
Copper is made of wood.
That's what I mean.
But copper is not aerodynamic.
That can change.
Wow, and then you tell me I'm horrible with my axe jokes.
I'm just leaning in on your
Is
humor,
that
man.
axe jokes or ass jokes?
Axe, but ass jokes also apply.
In between wing beats, clawing, and jumping, Lekba is currently trying to clamber up one of the monoliths.
Can I pick him up and like put him where he's trying to get to?
Too tall for that. Big monoliths.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like maybe 30 feet tall.
Very, very big.
Then no, I cannot.
Well,
I was obsessed on being inverted.
anything around here that stands out?
I mean, aside
Mm.
from the big hill, the entrances into the graves, and the gigantic circle of stone monoliths.
Nothing.
No, not in particular.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
It's
Like, unless you're looking for something specific. It's just, I mean, there's trees. There's some birds in the trees.
Oh, don't tell Legba.
oh boy.
How deep is the snow here? Like, am I rightfully scared of snow crocodiles, or is it like not that
I mean, the
bad?
problem with snow crocodiles is that they need, like, because they just kind of rest, and then they get snowed over. So even quite a little snow can get them. But no, Tia, you're fairly south. It's more like currently, especially after you walked through it a bit, it's more like this, kind of gray brownish dirt snow slush than a nice layer of snow.
Ali. Wait, you did? Oh, that's okay. I'm not quite working with the shape.
Kind of looks like an axolotl.
I love me an axolotl.
Same, they're cute.
Axolotls are pretty good.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you went to your right now. You are if Randy's timescale holds,
Mm-hmm.
you still have to spend a night here.
Oh, woof.
We can sleep in the hill, right?
In the hill.
In the hill.
In the hill. Are you sure?
Okay, just because the weird thing, if we go with Nolf Customs, technically yes, this might be the house of the dead, but technically any person who owns a house has to take in people in need.
Yes.
Aha.
But there's the question, how much do the ghosts of the dead people or the spirits of the land care about that rule? I don't know. You don't know. But technically,
inside and just watch.
But technically, by Nolf Customs, there's nothing stopping you from entering the House of the Dead, which would be the hill.
Still feels a bit dirty.
No, of course. If you make a mess of the house, then they have the right to brutally murder you because you took advantage of their hospitality.
Don't piss ghost
All
people
rules
off.
are confusing.
That wasn't my intention. I just
I mean,
wanted to find a
Herb,
piece of food.
what about you put some of your nice berries down as like an offering in return?
But they're dead. What will we do with the berries?
I mean, we sometimes leave food here, even though they're gone.
And it always gets eaten.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
just
there are
like-
animals around. It's
Yeah.
just-
I don't think I'm telling that part.
But it's a nice thing to do.
Yes.
It shows you're still thinking about them and want them to be well nourished.
It's
I mean,
just-
clearly what you need to do is create snow replicas of the party.
Oh my god. Who is who?
Ali just casted mirror image, I guess. Hey, I had this happen to me before.
It was a very awkward day trying to walk inside an animal.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why
the
is this so
managing of that
funny to me?
situation was like the funniest thing.
My
So,
question
if-
would be: is the earth like? Is it too much snow, or could I, like, mold earth it to make a tiny hill right next to the hill?
The question is, how do you make a snow leg? But is he sitting? Like, is it just really top heavy?
I mean,
Growing
there's
out of herb?
there's of course there is earth under the snow. Like if
Yes.
you clear a bit of snow, that's really no problem.
Yes. Then I know what I can do. And I don't care if it gets like below 0. I have my cold-blooded nature. I'll just sleep a bit more.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
know that
The poor little sad snowman.
except for Copper, the rest of the party doesn't share that.
In the middle of her army making,
Mm-hmm.
Ellie gasps and she goes, "We
What's
could
up?
make like an ice house, like a house made of ice. It has a name, but I don't know one."
Igloo?
She grabs Anvil by the arm and she goes, "Do you know how to make an ice house?"
We could certainly try. I mean,
Like Allie in the igloo. It's gonna be great.
At the current temperatures and climate and location, igloos are probably not the most advisable
It would turn
because
into
it's like the temperatures we are talking around is like dancing around 0, maybe -5. It gets cold during the day. Like that's not the solidly below 0 that igloos are good at.
mm,
If you go further north, yes, igloos might be very viable.
Well, we will practice making igloos then.
It's like, yes,
For
we'll
when
build
we
one and Papa
really
will
need
be the
it.
door.
Yes.
Just sit in front, blocking the cold wind.
So it seems that like Ali is convinced that she wants to build an igloo.
Mm.
Wow.
Rejected.
Uh,
first.
Up.
No.
Oh no, it's a line.
Can I control Z that? No.
No, you can click on
It's
the line
gone.
specifically and
Don't worry.
delete it though.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't worry,
yes.
it's gone. Like Up says, hey, I can make a hole. I can make a hole in the ground and lay there. I have no problem with it.
Arnis,
I might be bad at being cold and active, but being cold and inactive, real good at that.
yes.
Herb's great at everything. What are you talking
Mhm.
No,
Mm,
there are certain things Herb is really bad at. For example, 100-meter sprinting.
I really want to see a turtle 100-meter sprint.
But again, I mean, you have big trees that you could kind of like
yeah.
pitch under.
We could
Mm.
also climb.
But hey,
trees.
good fucking practice because you don't want to start on your 20-day expedition and don't have a plan for camping out.
Mm,
See,
mm.
I'm not being dumb. I'm thinking ahead.
Mm.
Arnis gonna chop and scavenge for some wood.
We really should have bought a tent.
Hey, I would have told you guys if I had remembered that myself that tents would be really vital for you guys, but I didn't.
There's still time. We're in somewhere
Yes.
where tents are viable.
That is very true. But the
Mhm.
question is, for now, how do you spend the night?
Cuddling.
Igloo.
Yeah.
I mean, perhaps we could
sleeping
take
with my dead cousins.
You mean the dead?
By the way, just in terms of like, there are no new people being buried here. Like these graves are
They're all
old, and
bones.
and no one is being added, as far as you know, since forever.
Tomorrow may be a different story.
No, don't say that.
Well, we could just always like see what'll happen.
Sorry, Arnie.
Famous last words.
Hmm.
I mean, we could just bring some fire inside. Like, don't go in too deep into the.
No, just by the.
Just close enough to the entrance.
Yep.
Mhm.
So a ring of mud.
I suppose here. Whee.
Which one? Well, that's the
Behind
one. That we yelled at. But sure.
Mhm.
Well, at
That's
least
the
they
one that
know.
we yelled
At least they
at.
know that we're coming now. Okay. Yes.
I warned them.
Arlen's just gonna set up the base for the fire now, and so we can all get nice and toasty soon.
You're actually
No,
using
thank you.
something to make
Fire
that fire.
bad. Copper's gonna slowly start turning to Frankenstein like, no fire, fire bad.
No,
Well,
Copper, then you
that's-
might want to get inside first.
Copper's
Well,
gonna sleep in the
is it-
doorway so like
how-
no one can ambush you.
How dark is it now?
First, having none of your
To, like,
shit.
go
It's,
inside.
I mean, there's no
I don't
windows. I
trust-
think it's pitch black in there.
Then
I don't trust
yeah.
Arnie the best of
Can I-
times, let alone
can
in
I
a
s-
dark cave where he can do what he wants.
Before like
I'm a
walking in
nice
myself,
boy.
can I send in a dancing light?
Yes.
I will.
Yeah.
And will
that's-
actually.
I believe from the top of the hill, ask, should I be looking for some wood?
I'm right here.
Well, we can't set you on fire, can we?
I mean, I could certainly try if you want that, but I don't recommend
hey,
it to
hey,
be
hey, Arnie.
Be
honest.
nice to
With me.
Copper. Be
I,
nice
I'm
to Copper.
just-
That's my job.
In the middle of this conversation, Ellie decides to get some wood.
I yell after Ellie that you do know you need to try and find like dry wood.
Yeah, I do. I also won't get lost, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Don't
Maybe
worry
you
about
should
the
follow her
giant.
as well.
Don't worry about the giant horse icon that will appear on the map.
Oh, no.
Giant horse.
You wanna take my
I said,
horse?
do not worry.
Horses!
Oh no!
Okay, when you said giant, you meant giant.
Big
There's
boy.
a big horse.
Look at my horse.
My horse
The
is
horse
a
is
name.
amazing.
Give
it a lick.
This is my
Yes,
crazy.
you're all very good at singing.
Thank
Why,
you.
Thank you. Thank you,
I
Miku.
was too busy going, what is this song? Fine.
Well,
Was that?
No.
Then Ali tries her best to maintain an igloo overnight. Is that correct?
No, she's looking for wood.
Okay.
She
she's
already
looking-
abandoned the igloo. She got stuck in.
Okay. Now, but just you will find some wood. Again, it's like this part due to the like periodic thawing. The world is rather wet.
When you find a fire to dry it out.
But yes. So,
Alea picks up a few, what are they called in English? Fuck!
Logs?
Twigs.
Pine cones.
Ah.
Because that's what you start fires with. Actually,
It
You start 'em
is?
with pine cones. Yeah.
You can. The insight from Pycones is decently good.
I did not know that.
I did.
Yeah, because just trying to set like a piece of wood on fire is like that's not good. That's a very frustrating task.
Yes.
Good to know. So one of those days I'm like, learning so much.
So you like kind of like in the little well, the rather big entrance, but like in the entrance area, you will settle down for the night with Copper behaving as the door.
Nothing new there.
I'll also set foot inside then. If everyone else is going inside, I don't want to stay out alone. What if they want berries?
That's such a good question. What if they want berries? What then?
Yeah. Bring us those berries.
I'm having a lot of like fun moving my character around as if she's actually collecting more.
Hey, it's simulationism, but it's fun. You are the wrong icon.
Can Copper pout?
Yes, it's been established. Like 2 months ago.
Should we go
Ah!
on the
You
eastern
can't blink, but you can pout.
or the southern entrance so we wake up with the morning sun?
Oh, I mean, that's probably a thought you should have had before they picked an entrance.
Oh, they already picked an entrance.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, at least then we get some nice slumber.
Yeah.
Not being disturbed by the sun.
That means no Legba
Legba.
cocooing.
For you, I'm still in earshot.
Haha! I mean, you didn't see any of that. So I'm fucking around with tokens in the GM layer. Well, it's going well, thank you very much.
I am so glad.
Well done, Micro.
Yes, I know. So, all you good people. Well, is there anything in terms of role-playing majiggers and so on they would like to do? Or are you just settling down here, eating your meals?
Ali is covered in snow and she's very cold, but she has a lot of wood. And pine cones.
Why pine cones?
Where are you planning to ram those?
Wait,
planning to eat
who's in charge of the rations? Whose character sheet has the rations?
Me.
Yeah, Arnie.
RNA.
Okay. So yeah, I guess subtract 3. Unless, yeah, I don't know what the copper, not what the herb situation is like.
I don't
yes.
remember where we put them. Did I take the?
No.
cabbages?
I know because you have your cabbageometer.
Yes.
You can't do it. Cool.
So the quest, like so you can subtract from the cabbageometer, or you can eat the normal rations.
Oh no, I can still subtract from the cabbageometer.
Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well then, yeah, 3 rations subtracted, and
Mhm.
unless somebody wants to do late night role playing.
Arnie, do you?
Ali rolls up as close to the fire as she possibly can, and she kindly asks Legba to keep her warm.
That's a risk.
I am looking forward to the rude awakening of the consequences.
Yeah, because
Morning.
actually, is this safe to have Legba in the cave? Because that's really disrespectful to the dead with that loud noise.
No, it's very respectful to the dead. I mean, who in this party is more connected
big-
to
I
death
mean,
than Legba?
They
How
would not
big
mind.
is Legba like
Legba-
compared to Ellie? Would Ellie be able to just like lay against Legba and be like, "Ooh, warm stuffy"?
I mean, you could, but Legba would like no, like if you try to like rest your head on Legba's side for sleeping as a pillow, Legba would object to this decision.
Oh, I assumed it was more like cuddling a plushie.
Ellie pouts. She just goes, "Please, I'm cold."
Aw. But like with Heartless, so like.
Yeah, or just kind of, he doesn't attack you, but he like kind of flutters with his wing, like in your direction, like at your face. Go away, go away.
Would you play against each other? You can still be higher up. I'll just steal a little bit of that feathery body warmth.
Roll animal handling.
Roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion.
Natural 1. Ali loses an eye. Oh!
19.
Yes! Yes!
Legba stands up, waddles around a bit, and then jumps up on you and decides to rest on top of you.
Ellie
Ah.
is very happy with this.
He's doing the cat thing of I'm gonna sleep on your head.
On your head, kind of on your stomach, on your side, depending on how you lie.
Can I just point out you're gonna have no eardrums tomorrow morning.
Ellie's already sleeping.
I was
Arne-
pointing out more to the player rather than the character. Like, rip you in the morning. Old choice.
Namel
Old
tries to
brave choice.
wrap herself like the best as she can in her cloak, and just
Mm.
like lean against the wall a little bit.
Very good.
Arne feels a little bit restless, so he stays up a little while longer and he's fiddling around with his pocket knife and carves something out of a stick
I mean,
until he falls asleep.
Animal notices like she's keeping an eye on him.
I think my bow's prettier. But if of all the things you could be whittling in this cave, I appreciate it being a stick.
Hmm.
Very well then. The night ticks over. Legba is in an uncomfortable position.
Of course he is.
But you are all in a rather more comfortable position, as you might have well been awake for a few minutes already.
Hmm?
Because a Legba in the current position has really no way of appreciating the sunrise. So his wake-up call is a good bit delayed from his usual one.
Ellie softly pats Legba on the head, like she's patting him, but also as if she's turning off an alarm clock.
Snooze.
But no, if you want that, you need to play music.
And he kind of hops away and kind of waddles up the hill in the direction of the sun. And with now the bit of distance, you can just he does his work of just as if he's trying to belittle the sun, talking down to the sun for rising in the wrong place so he couldn't see it.
Oh, I love the idea of Legba arguing
Yeah,
with the sun.
I love that. Elliot kind of sits upright, and yeah, she slept well, nice and warm. Chicken blanket.
Weighted blanket?
Chicken
No,
blanket.
chicken blanket.
How far done is the stick that was being whittled?
It's done.
What did you make from it?
A wicked stick.
Pointy stick.
Yeah, I made a pointy dagger on both sides.
I was waiting for the little whittled animal again, but
I mean, I would if I had a bigger stick and more light, I would have.
There was nothing stopping you going outside the cave.
You could have asked. I have my dancing lights for you.
Yes, but people are sleeping.
Perception rolls.
I think
Perception
my
roll?
actual passive perception as a person, as a player, was already very good. But
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't
no, I don't worry. I
about
don't worry. Perception, right?
Yep.
Let's see if my character sheet actually
All
gives
of
me
us?
gives me the same
When
thing.
you roll lower than your passive perception.
There we go. I
Mhm.
don't have a passive perception.
Aw.
Oh yeah, there's a horse approaching.
Horsey!
A horse.
Allie, look, friend.
Legba does not care.
Legba's too busy with the sun.
Yes.
My horse is amazing.
But yes, looking in the direction of horse noises, you can see Andy on a horse.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
Arne stumbles out of the cave to greet his sister.
Well, very early.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
There will be seven.
Hi.
There will be 6 of them coming in the afternoon. Your father will be one of them.
6 people.
Yes, 6.
Who-
The same as us.
Any idea who he's bringing?
If I had to guess, he's probably going to bring Black Toes with him.
Ah.
Oh, my roll didn't get
course.
through.
That's disappointing.
But there's only
Yes.
6 allowed in the circle, and we were 12.
Ellie kind of looks around and she goes, I don't need to be in the circle, that's fine.
So, Black Toes probably is good.
Hmm.
Don't know if you have met her. Pale, blonde hair, short, doesn't leave your father's side anymore.
Was she the one sitting in the hallway?
Probably.
Ah, that's a
All
rude
right.
one. Okay. That's was to be
Come on with other chosen men. I don't know. Third, probably. If the old man can be moved.
That's a good one.
So
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about these nameless men to be in this circle.
Well, the dead don't care and it's their house.
True, but I think I still do care.
Yeah? But, dear brother, if we want to end this without bloodshed, then we might have to arrange ourselves with the named ones.
A little bit of forgiveness never hurt anyone, right?
I mean, I don't know. I'll keep my opinion to myself on this matter.
They just still have some time if we want to prepare.
Mm-hmm. So,
Also,
What is
just
it-
complete
Hmm?
side note. I love how all of your characters are just so peaceably good people. You know, my thought was immediately, yeah, yes, an equal to equal delegation in a selected spot. What a great way to cut off the head of the snake and end this once and for all.
I mean,
Most problems can be solved by unbelievable violence.
I have been told that sometimes good ideas should not be spoken too soon about.
I mean,
I don't mean to say that that's not going to be how it ends, just currently that's not where our brains are at.
You still have a
but
Legba.
yes. Yeah, Lekva is pretty much the violence of the entire party.
Yeah.
Murder machine.
But yes, we still have, well, hours, really.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to prepare something,
Yeah.
we can.
So, what is
Excellent.
it you suggest to prepare?
I don't know. Arguments?
Mm. Yeah, that would. Be
What
good.
are we trying? I mean, we're trying to get. I don't know. Are we trying to get lactose on our side? Are we trying to agree with your father, but also say that yes, we will follow his lead, but only after he's gone and banish him to the south?
Mm. I guess what Black Toes concerns, I think his loyalty lies where the coin is. So
Sorry.
I really don't know.
Money shouldn't be a problem, right? We have that.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yes, but I think it's gonna be like a back and forth of unnecessary things.
Just so you know, if somebody pulls an axe on you, I don't care about the rules of the circle.
Somebody pulls
I
a
know.
gun on me, then
If an axe, I feel like if an axe gets pulled, the rules have been thoroughly broken.
Exactly.
To be fair, if they're taking on the Wrath of Animal, then that is entirely their mistake.
Mm.
Let's hope it doesn't come.
Well, I mean, I get that sometimes in desperate times you take rash decisions. But it feels like nobody has thought about that idea. That they're implementing it right now.
As far as I hate to admit it, but we are kinda used to murder.
We never initiated it, though.
Well,
No.
no, that's not true.
But I think Arne is pretty good at provoking.
You're not wrong. Yes,
Well.
but I will not be the first one to wield my axe.
No.
Unless Toomby comes back, in which case.
Oh, in that case, then
He just kind of digs himself
then
out
I've
of the
swung it
Hello!
yesterday. Then
Hello,
my axe would
people!
have been swung yesterday.
So,
Tumbi.
are we just going to wait for them to meet us here?
I suppose so. There's not much we could do.
We could make more of those snow army people. At least that'll keep Allie a bit. Yeah.
I have to say, like, what's with those?
And
She like points over to the group of snowmen
Well-
just standing on the hill.
Well, you have to keep the active members of the party busy, right?
You mean Ellie?
Yeah. I made your brother as well, like up there. Do you see the big one with the funny face?
Wait, that is me?
Yes, it's you.
Oh my god, Arne!
One
I
thing-
just don't like this. How did you not realize?
I have no time for this nonsense.
I'll tie up the horse.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Mm, does the horse require some water?
Or berries.
it can
Or
can
berries.
eat snow. Sorry, that was
Horses don't eat snow.
No, they don't.
I mean, give give a bowl of it to Amwell and she can make it water.
Yeah.
Well, you could easily just make it into water in the cauldron that Herb is carrying around. That's the way we made tea last time, didn't we?
Yes.
I think heating it up in a bowl and then use heat metal is easier than me trying to melt the snow without actually burning anything else around me.
Good point.
Because I don't think snow burns.
No.
So I'll need something to set on fire to
That's
melt the
way
snow.
slippy.
So yeah.
I mean, not the worst excuse to have a cup of tea, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm sure Herb would love to have somebody new set at his teapot.
I can only nod to that.
Oh, thank you. Let me drink a little bit. I was forgetting.
Yeah, the horse gets to hydrate, and you also get to hydrate.
Thank you.
Should we make tea for everyone?
We could. This is the point where you run to Pfeiffer and ask another.
No, no, we
Another
don't.
tea
We
party
don't
drinker?
make a commission every time we drink communal tea.
It is her thing, though.
But it's a community.
It is
Yeah.
not. It's not. It's not a tradition after one time. That's not how tradition works.
It has to start at some point.
Yeah, it's true.
Facts.
So you
My
make-
bad
you-
fun quota for the day.
you make it. Yes, community. Haha. And all my teammates. Haha. Yes, very funny tea.
I think we
Well,
broke micro.
Tea.
That just sometimes
but-
happens. It's okay.
Mickey's
Let's-
coming out again.
I don't know what's worse, the Mickey voice or the Jester.
Jester, 100%. No question.
What?
I love
No.
the Jester voice.
I
That was
love the
Very
jester.
well done.
I love the jester too. But so you had
trying
you,
to get the ladies drunk. It was not good.
so you
They
are
got themselves drunk.
you're making tea here for everyone involved.
Should we
Lekva
make
seats
an-
himself on the entrance you're sitting under, and just kind of looks all over all of you.
Naturally.
Should we make enough tea for the people that are going to arrive?
No.
They are coming in 6 hours, remember?
They don't deserve tea.
Everyone deserves tea.
No,
I'm
or
not
sometimes.
gonna bribe them with nice things when they're doing awful things. No.
Sometimes people just need the right motivation to do
They-
nice things again, and sometimes tea is a good start for them.
And
on.
dear brother, we are trying to prevent murder.
I know, but they're
A bit of tea to the undeserving is a small price to pay for a bit of goodwill.
I suppose so. This is why you're the healer.
Mhm.
No one is undeserving of.
Sometimes there are.
Do you know what's gonna be the most heartbreaking thing is when Herb meets someone that he actually realizes, oh, actually no, not everyone deserves tea.
No, don't give the
That-
DM
that's gonna kill
ideas.
That's so evil, Rosie.
No, I'm just saying, like, eventually that's inevitably a possibility of happening. And it's gonna be
I'm-
really sad.
I think you underestimate Herb's ability to grant everyone tea.
I feel like Herb still thinks people deserve tea the moment before he clubs them to death.
He forces it down their throats and then he's eating it.
Anvil laying on her deathbed. Here, Anvil have
You
some
know,
tea.
it's some people should maybe die, but they shouldn't die thirsty. That's just rude.
Yes.
I mean, do we not talk about Amel's deathbed before this potential fight? That's no.
Mhm. Well,
Well, so
Speaking of,
hmm?
29 days now.
29 days. I'm so happy that you're keeping track of this.
Somebody else.
somebody has to. So, anything else you wish to do before the sun rises and then sets again.
I don't think so.
I don't really think so, yeah.
Actually, do I have? Oh, I do. How far away is it to like the town place?
A few miles?
Good
More
noises.
than a few. Yes, I know. Good noises. I'm great with distances.
So it's like an hour-ish walk.
Something like that.
Hour-ish, a bit more, hour and a half. Yeah.
Okay, so I could feasibly walk there, buy a tent, and come back.
Yes, you could.
I might do that so that we can save a little bit of time post encounter.
Okay.
Because like, there's nothing I can really contribute here. It's not my family.
But
Like, I
you're
don't
my
wanna weigh in a
emotional
situation
support
that-
tree.
Yeah, my support is having you guys not freeze to death.
You're underestimating me. That's
Like
disgusting.
a nice,
I would,
like
no, I'm not underestimating you. I'm protecting Allie. There's a difference.
Oh yeah, that's true.
a nice, portable, solid, rugged, two-man tent where two people can comfortably sleep without kicking each other. Would run you about 2 gold.
And a 3-man?
Uh,
Or are we
I
just gonna
guess
say,
3
I'm
gold.
just gonna third wheel Arnold?
I guess 3 gold.
That I can cover.
Okay, you can note down a 3-person tent.
Who wants to be carrying the 3-person tent?
I feel like
Not
you volunteered
everyone.
by buying it.
Yeah, I feel like the silence was like, you are. Okay. Okay, change that
So you're doing this, like, so you want to arrive back?
before the
before?
encounter starts, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
There's...
Well then, yes.
Yeah,
Couple
I will be
leaves.
the emotional support tree, but I'm just going to be sensible at my time management.
Yes, that makes good sense. Well then, the riders arrive. They're not that close yet. They just have to be on the map, but you can definitely see the horses.
Oh no.
They make no attempt at concealing themselves, and I hope the horses are below the icons. Yes, they are.
Ellie kind of nudges Arne. She goes, "Well, here they come."
Stiffens up and he nods.
Animal just places a firm hand on his shoulder, trying to, like, reassure him.
You know.
I was about to say, like, do you need an emotional support hug before we start?
Yes!
Emotional support tree incoming!
Yeah.
I feel like that's all Copper's currently doing. It's just like, do you need a hug?
I love that the snowmen are still up there.
If the riders are approaching, I'm starting to prepare tea.
Yeah, 3 of them set their horses to the sides. The other 3 don't dismount.
I'm
That's
eating,
not
but
your
okay,
father,
Tim.
that's your
If you
father.
really want it, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna see Anuwu. I know. I don't want to talk over my DM. Here we
Well
go.
then,
Oh, what?
I suppose we are here
My
to
sounds
talk,
need to go
are
up.
we not?
This is better? Oh,
I
what?
suppose we are.
I hand out tea.
I'm eating.
This gives me so much serotonin. This is so cute.
The person Randy called a witch, Iskir,
Oh.
does not take tea.
Really? I'm eating. Please. I'm gonna disable those
Oh.
things. Ara, ara.
But the other person that dismounted, another woman, unknown to any of you, but clearly a warrior, but you know, the spear, the short sword, and the axe hanging on her belt. Well, the spear, of course, in her hand, not on her belt, and the round shield on her back.
You're being so
But
mean.
she doesn't care. She takes the tea and like nods like to you, and she takes it.
I respect this one.
I'll then go to the 3 that haven't dismounted and also offer them a tea.
Mhm.
And on the way back, I'll offer the woman that did not take the tea a berry.
She like narrows her eyes at it, then at you, and then she picks one from your hand.
I smile and nod at her and go back to the group.
But yeah, the people on the horses, they were pretty thankful, it seems. You know, a warm drink after some cold travel. Well then, shall we?
Uh, he
And the
nods
3,
away.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, walk up. Into the
Ellie,
circle.
stays like she kind of hides behind her, or maybe in is the right word, among her army of allies.
A mongoose.
A
Amogus.
mongoose?
Thus,
So now the question, of course, is who enters the circle for you people? Probably Arne. Probably Rondi.
Who's joining?
I think I should stay with Ali because like both of us are very prone to like.
Arne
putting
looks
our
at
foot in the
Anvil.
wind.
Probably Anwil. She's the
Yes.
third most involved.
Yes.
Yeah,
Least likely to cause problems.
I'll let you do the talking though.
Oh God. Yes.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Let's go.
You got this, bro.
You can step out anytime.
Okay.
Bloop.
Also neatly arranged. Copper? Sorry, I'm just imagining Copper between those snow people. He's like sticking
I'm
out.
just sitting next to Ali, from behind like a snowman.
Quickly, Ali, cover Copper in snow and camouflage him as a very large snowman.
I will do exactly that.
Oh god.
You know what? If it keeps her happy and distracted, go for it.
Well then, invite me here. Presume you want to talk about something then?
Yes.
Yes. We I do not think there's much to be gained by an old married couple leading uninvolved people to their deaths, let's say.
Mhm.
And your sister has the sweetest smile on her face when she does that.
Arne loves her
I
for
love
this.
girl. I like this girl.
Arne loves her for this.
We should rope her into the party.
We should.
Well, I'm not the one who fled my home, am I? I hardly see
Well-
how I am at fault here.
You did not flee it, but you did chase everyone pretty much away. So I guess
I suppose she shouldn't complain about that. Am I not, by the traditions she so dearly loves, the lord of the house?
suppose by tradition, yes, but
By brain
this
cells.
what you're bringing isn't very traditional. So I suppose you cannot speak of tradition.
No, but she does an awful lot of speaking about tradition. Well, how then do you good people propose to diffuse the situation?
Mm,
What are your demands for standing down?
we we don't want this to end in a war. So. Sorry, words.
That's fine.
Take your time. Take your time.
If you don't want to first person speak and you'd rather third person speak, you can do that. That is allowed.
I know. I am just very not good at speaking in general. But
Fair enough.
Sure, you're doing great.
Aren't there places in the south that are basically almost quote declared war to also places where charter routes go from north? Like, do we want to have a war with the people where we actually trade our goods with? That's something we want.
I don't know what you're talking about, Yuki.
Maybe I missed something very big. That could also be me, but
no, we want to banish him to the south.
Like you seem to get no. He is not proposing going to war with the South.
oh, just okay.
Convinced that's what he was doing.
Like his entire point is that the North are tiny and weak and small, and if the South takes any interest in the North, they'll just walk in, and there's nothing that can stop them.
I thought there was already interest to walk in. I'm sorry. I thought there was already yeah.
That's what he thinks.
Basically, Arne to kind of go with Arne's perception as I understand. Arne thinks he's being paranoid. Arne thinks he's basically sitting in his home talking about, oh no, the Southerners want to bring North down. Oh no, what can I do? While the rest of the North sits there and says, dude, what are you talking about?
I mean, we bring goods to the South. Why would they attack us? Let's reverse the question and reroute it. Why would the South attack the people that bring them goods?
I mean, it could go again with his explanation. What if they find something they want up here? What if they find a coal mine? What if they find an iron mine? What if they find diamonds or gold?
You think they don't have
I mean,
them in the South?
we have lived here for like how many generations?
Yeah,
If there would,
but your mining technology is pretty primitive. Let's be real.
Instead of just
That's basically his thing. Any reasons. You know. If there's nothing that North could do to defend itself. Really, there's just not enough North people.
Mm-hmm.
And so and of course, as he sees that the clans are independent, the clans would fall divided because the North are not united.
well, if you would allow more breeding outside of your own race, it would probably be bigger.
Whoa.
And I actually say that in character. If that is his word.
He just looks at you puzzled. Huh? What?
What, less incest? What?
No.
I never said
Well, not literal breeding, but you know what I mean. I think that's not the good word for it, but now I'm trying to find my words. Jesus.
I think what she tried to say is that you would be more tolerant towards, I suppose, Southerners being among our folk. Because you've not been very welcoming in the past.
Not a lot of people around to welcome, are there?
Well, you know,
If you haven't noticed, basically no one down south wants to live here.
I mean, I can't blame them
It's cold as
because
fuck, bro.
it's yeah. I mean, it's Father, you have seen the big cities. There's
I
nothing
have.
alluring for Southerners to come just live here, for if they don't have a purpose. So I don't see why the paranoia.
If they don't have a purpose.
well,
And-
But they find some purpose.
And what kind of purpose would you think it would be? Because I don't know.
Resources.
well,
I mean,
we've
What
only
if they're
been we've only been trading resources, right?
we're part of the trading center.
Yes, we
Why-
trade down some furs, of course. we
Well,
do.
why don't we trade knowledge?
What knowledge do we have?
I mean, we've been
Are you
living.
calling us stupid? No.
I mean, there's probably a bigger reason than just not wanting to live in the cold. But there's no people here, other than us.
Again, I don't see how any of this is helping.
I think, personally, that you're just so afraid of Southerners because you don't want to lose anything of what you have. You don't want to share anything.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm a small man wrecked by fear. Let's assume you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
Well, Randy and I agreed that bloodshed isn't the way to approach this. And we need
Agreed
to find...
entirely.
Well, we have something in common after all. We want to find some common ground and see if we can defuse this and make some arrangements.
Well, I am all ears.
Arne looks at Randy. Randy.
You wish to unite the clans. You wished for Nolf to stand by Nolf, not to stand apart. You wish to break up the authority of the Lord of the House. I think all of these things can be done, and people can be convinced that they need to be done. That there's some righteousness to what you're saying. Very well.
Well,
Good. Then we are agreed. And, you know, he just kind of has this grin on his face of, "But I know that's not all. I know there are things we disagree on."
well, you're talking about completely uniting the clans. Like in every way uniting them.
Well, every way. Different settlements still will need to have their own decision-making power, of course. But all in all, yes,
The thing,
So,
we
You
need to
just-
follow
yeah.
common rules.
and who is going to lay these rules on them?
I mean, I feel like when actually things go down that path that you are afraid of, then Nolf will fight for itself. But
Yes.
you could make martial arrangements, but leave the rest each to their own. Find the
That's
middle.
not enough. That's not enough. We can't just sit here on our jealously guarded plots. See our children leave to the south. Not be united, we need to unite, yes, but that's only the first step. Then we need to do great things that we know we are capable of when we are united.
Things like what?
Like build a city.
Oh, here we go again.
And why do you think everyone
And
wants
irrigation.
a city?
No, they don't want a city. Hardly can blame them.
Mm-hmm.
Cities are very effective at, well, hosting large amounts of people. We need to grow, Arnie. The Nolf are tiny people that can easily be swallowed up by history, and I don't want that.
Well, if we grow at a decent pace, what if the South actually sees that as a threat? What if us growing is actually something that they see as, oh shit, no, we
mean-
actually have to.
It would draw more attention to
And
us.
let
for
them
sure.
feel threatened.
And then-
If we grow, we can defend ourselves.
Well, but
If we are united, we can defend ourselves.
in the process of growing, we won't be big enough to fight off against those kind of armies.
Well, of course.
So when we're in the
So-
process of growing
Some
and uniting,
cunning diplomacy will need to be done. We need to have allies, of course, as every state needs to. Yes, yes, oh, dear father. But I feel you avoided a question asked by your good son. And as the eldest, I feel obliged to protect his question. Who might lead the United North?
Anvil just grins at that.
Well, I mean,
Well, spit it out. It's on the tip of your
I, if I have to,
Oh,
I would
If
be
you
willing to
have
take that
to.
burden.
Ugh,
such a noble sacrifice of you.
that's just an eye roll there. Like, Ali could hear that eye roll. Oh my god.
I think everybody eye rolled unanimously there.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, dear father, how terrible! I'm
Such
sure
a
you're
heavy burden.
quaking in your boots at the
Mhm.
thought of having people kneel before you. I will do what needs to be done. By the way,
Yeah.
during that entire time, his witch, as Randy called her, Iskir, is kind of just studying all three of you. The other warrior is just kind of standing there. Sometimes she pulls out a knife and, like, you know, tries to do things with tries to, like, put the reflected sun off one of the monoliths. She seems really bored, but, you know, she has to be here.
Is the other three people that didn't dismount,
Hmm.
is Black Toes one of them?
Yes.
Are they not allowed in the circle by tradition?
No, in
There's
the circle is traditionally, like, 3 of one side, 3 of the other.
Mm.
I mean, if there were another leader, then I might stand aside. Of course.
You might stand aside, you say.
I mean, we do have. Okay, no, you wouldn't hear that.
But isn't this so fitting for you? Having other people do your dirty work.
Are you insulting my honor, son?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
Honor?
cannot insult what is not there. So,
What if you were uniting a clan, but fuck, how do you call it? Lord of the House, Lord of the Family?
The Lord of the House.
Yeah. If you're
The Lord of
uniting,
the House, Lord of the Family, yes.
yeah, if you're uniting clans that have multiple Lord of the Families, I feel like you should actually have multiple heads at the top.
Oh, yes. How about a head for every household? We are just where we started then.
and that was so terrible for you. You see, I think your ambitions have, like,
They could be
put you astray.
they could be encouraged to talk more often in a big building somewhere.
Well, what do you propose then? Who might lead us?
I propose
He looks at Randy like,
let Nulf decide.
mm-hmm.
This is
Huh?
democracy!
No. What does Nolf decide? What do you propose? We can ask the sky if you want, but the sky does not answer.
The people of North. You know what I mean.
Oh, I really want to chop his head off.
That's saying, hey, playing him is good fun.
I noticed. You're really enjoying it.
I can tell.
You can just hear the shit grin on him.
People. Hmm?
Yes.
And who might those people be? All the people of Knolls. Would good Black Toes get a vote? Would the kids at the lodges get a vote, do you think? Would your mother allow it?
Why are you bringing?
Excellent, Irv. Excellent.
What did I miss?
No, it's a private thing. If Irv wants to trigger his thoughts, then he let's say you will notice.
Yes.
I have an idea of what it could be, but I'm not gonna say it just in case it is right, and I just want to see it happen naturally.
No, I'm just listening.
No, of course, yeah. It's just, kind of him again. I think there's some amenability on those fronts.
Okay.
If
Fine.
I don't think I think there are many people that would agree to giving the named men second chances. I think there are people that agree that the children in the lodges might have more rights than we gave them credit for, or at least deserve them. Oh, yes, of course. Some people think that. Now tell me, Randy, what does your mother think about these questions?
I love how he's went from giving answers to shit stirring.
And, Randy is just kind of, at this moment, she just has to be silent about this because, Mother is pretty set in her ways on those fronts. But Mother is only one person. The good Ingeborg does not have any more authority than you. So that's why you're here, my children? To betray your mother?
No.
I mean, yes, but no.
He doesn't get to know. We still think that there's room to make amends. And sadly, you're the only person who's probably willing to discuss.
Well,
In the meantime, I would go up to Black Toes.
Mhm.
And be like, hello.
he nods to you. Good tea.
Thank you. I grew it myself. I have a question.
Sure.
So, I was told you supposedly did some atrocious things, and that I'm just curious, how did things go then for you when you came back from that trip? Like, how did people just decide to cast you away?
Went out hunting with my brother. Only I came back. Now, what's that mostly?
And like, did people ask you what happened?
I did. I heard. Father was furious. Of course he was. Few people take losing a son well. Said I should have done something. Should have protected him. Called me a liar. And eventually a murderer.
Hmm.
After that, not much more to be done, is there?
It appears so. This seems very...
Stole some horses. Stole some chicken.
Not the
Killed some
chickens.
people, eventually.
How did that come?
Some people really like that chicken.
You hear that, Legba?
I get that.
I do too. Don't blame the guy. What? If someone draws steel on you, someone dies. And I didn't feel like dying.
I can agree on that. And your Arne's father was the only one who's giving you a second chance?
Currently? Yeah?
That is sad.
To some of them, you're not a person if you haven't got your name.
That does not seem right.
Whether it's right or not.
Well, it happened.
I'm on one side of it, they're on another. Hardly blame them for disagreeing with me.
A little open-mindedness isn't too much to ask for.
Don't really ask much people anything. Not for a while.
Yeah, I get that. But being given a second chance is pretty much your motivation to take part of this, right? Because living a life as a outcast,
Even,
that doesn't seem like
I'm
a
getting
future.
older. Everyone's getting older.
I knock on my shelf.
When I was young, it was easy. And I was good at it. But as I'm getting older, maybe I'd like to make something and not steal it.
That's actually quite sad.
No.
Poor guy.
I get that.
Ain't
Oh.
gonna bring my toes back, or the years I lost. But you know.
So, how many more of those named people are there?
Not that many.
I guess you're.
I have personally seen maybe 30. Some of them die young before they get their names. Some keep it up for a while. Some eventually try to run away to the south. Should never do that. Don't like the water.
So the water is the only thing keeping you on this frozen island?
I know. I guess I'm an elf. Leaving is difficult.
Kinda hard to understand, but I mean, where I come from, people are expected to leave their home.
Maybe
You
that's
also
not
walk
such
around
a,
with it on your back.
maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Oh no, it gets you around. It gives you a new perspective.
I guess that's the problem here, huh?
I
That the old man got a new perspective and nobody seems to like it much.
mean, I can't say he doesn't have a point. We have seen some pretty cruel things on our way up here.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, we were responsible for a few of them, but that doesn't weaken the point.
Lions had it coming, okay?
You don't need to travel to see cruel things. Should know. Did a few myself.
Yeah. Although I have to agree with Arne that it is a bit weird to think that the South would seek something in this frozen wasteland.
You calling this a wasteland?
I don't know. I've seen ships. Southerners, the old man talks with. Maybe he knows something we don't? Or maybe he's full of shit.
Well, coming to think of it, we're also here for a reason. But yeah, maybe there is more to this than we know.
Maybe.
How much do you know about the old man's plan of building a city? 'Cause
Not a lot. Never seen a city.
I have. Many.
I hear they stink.
You get used to it. And if you build them close enough to the water, the sea breeze takes away most of that.
I don't
And
know.
there's
Maybe that's
many-
the thought. Maybe that's why he talks with us Southerners, huh? Bring in some builders or something. Build a city right and proper, like the Southerners do.
But the thing about cities is, you don't build them; they form. City takes time.
I don't know. As you said, all that city thing or uniting the clans. Not really why I'm on his side, is it?
Yeah, I get that. But how would you feel about defending North from the Southerners, considering how little the North has done for you?
I don't know.
If the Southerners were to come now and
I have fought a lot of things. I have fought a lot of people for less good, for lesser causes, I guess.
but I know
Maybe
the
t-
Southerners.
Maybe defending some folks. I don't know. Worth fighting for, if not dying.
Even the ones that treat you as an outcast?
Don't always pick your allies, do you?
No. But I mean, I know the South. If they want something here, they don't always come with horses and spears. Sometimes they just bring money.
Sometimes it's a blonde elf that has no fucking idea what she's doing.
But I have 60 coins. They seem to be good at money, if nothing else.
But I'm just curious because your father talks. I mean, not your father. The older man talks about the defending against the Southerners that much, and I'm just like curious how the people that would have the least reason to be fighting for the North feel about that. But if even you seem to be willing to defend your home, even if it hasn't treated you like one,
Oh no.
I don't think he has that much to worry about. And if
Ah.
he wants to build a city, he can just start, you know?
Maybe not from me. Oh no. There's some pretty nasty people out there.
As there are always.
Ashen likes to burn things. Creeps me out.
Can't blame her, it's pretty cool.
No, not fires, like houses,
Hmm.
animals,
Hmm.
sometimes people.
Oh, that's not nice.
Cruel she might be. Oh no. I've always had my reasons, didn't I? Don't like to judge people.
Yes. That's a good try.
It's good when you're alone. Oh no. Seems like people living in large groups have a problem with the judging part, don't they?
Oh, yes. Which is in the bigger cities, from being counted so far, they have people that are doing the deciding thing, judging thing. It's never just one person.
Oh no. Don't know if I trust people with that.
I mean,
My
someone-
experience, people, awful clever and awful quick.
But at some point, someone has to do the judging.
My choice? Give the job to a horse. Horses. Good heart, strong legs. Strong back too. Maybe more valuable than all the cleverness, huh? Like kind of, soft chuckle that he claps his head, his horse, like, not his horse, like as he claps the saddle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes the communication is a bit difficult for most people. And I slightly chuckle.
Okay, let's freeze that and ping back to the circle. I don't know what the last thing you guys were talking about were.
Me either.
But again, like you don't have to like again, this is long talk about weird political things and political, cultural and social things. So if you don't want to first person talk, you can third person talk.
I mean, wasn't the
Because, like-
actual... Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
because like Randy would basically pretty much try to talk to the father about just like, wait, I think we can do a lot of the things you want. You just have to leave. You know?
Yes.
And the father would be like about this. Oh, can I trust you? Who can I trust? Huh? Can your mother be trusted? Oh, your mother wouldn't agree with that, would she? You'd just be in my position then.
Wow. Mm.
I mean,
Well, if
eventually
there's
you
any-
guys were giggling about going against your mom, so I guess maybe you're trying to do that without actually making him notice that you are.
I guess, if there's any points or proposals Arne or Arnwell would like to bring up.
Not from Anvil's side. I think she already made a big comment.
So we're looking for a lead that has good relations to the south.
Hmm.
You know, preferably someone who's kind at heart, but like also really strong and knows Nolf culture very well.
Oh, terrible, terrible. I have no idea who you're fucking talking about.
I'm just wild guessing.
But also has been to the south a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not even. I mean, it's again like it's just we're talking leadership positions.
Yeah.
Especially like how usually it's like people that don't want the job are the best at it when it comes to leadership.
Oh,
Mhm.
terrible, terrible. Yes. How someone respected, strong-headed.
Isn't
Maybe
Arne...
not. Maybe
Isn't-
not Arne. He's still on the move. Arne is a bit young, but
I mean,
well respected family.
Hmm.
A very balanced view on the situation.
Oldest in the family, maybe? Oldest sibling?
Maybe blonde hair. I don't
yeah.
know.
I nominate Randy.
If you actually say that, I agree.
Well, why not have like two people leading?
Oh, terrible idea. Terrible idea. Two people.
Or
Basically anarchy.
Or three people to get a tiebreaker.
3 people.
Or
Yeah.
2 people and a chicken.
3 people, Jesus.
Jesus.
Well, no, there would be a big of like if there's nothing particular to add, there would be a bit of back and forth and needling. His 2 companions would stay silent during all of this, unless anyone tries to directly speak to them.
Oh, really?
No. Well.
I don't see how we can solve this problem. Your mother's too stubborn, and some of her people too fat.
You know what I noticed? Completely off topic.
Yes.
You know what I noticed about this guy, and I don't know if it's on purpose, but I've just been noticing it. Whatever you tell him, he manages to blame someone else.
No.
It's always
Intentional.
no, but no, I don't wanna be meta. That's my point.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really like a very old tactic for people that know that are actually like they're actually not completely in the right, and they are aware. but they are kind of like gaslighting not others, but also themselves. Like they're
I am
manipulating
forced.
themselves into believing.
I am forced to do what I do. I didn't
Yeah.
want this. Other people made the decisions. I just have to live with it.
I fully believe
Exactly.
it's entirely intentional.
Well,
I just enjoy it. It's
I
like-
too enjoy it.
Oh yeah, like mentioned before. We know.
There is-
so we're just gonna leave with nothing then?
Well,
I mean, unless he leaves, period.
unless you have any grand ideas in the last minute.
Well, I mean, basically what An was trying is like talk him into the idea of leaving the leadership in his children's hands instead of his. That would be most fair because they are also in the middle of his wife and him, or ex-wife or whatever.
Like that idea, he's like, that. Okay, where's the? Jeez. Yes, I have to look for a name.
I think I'll have to take a small walk with Legba. He seems like he's not enjoying all this tension.
No, it's just
Not good.
there's
for
so much
feathers.
tension and no one's killing each other. What's going on?
Yes, and I don't want things to start.
Oh,
like
Anvil's ready, as I said.
And
Okay.
okay, it's kind of bring the idea up of his children leading. Like he's like, oh, stop. Have you seen Ilda? I haven't. But in months. Huh?
Well,
She
there's
went off to the
there's
she
two
went off to the bone men.
there's
with
two of them
Arne here.
standing
Well, with
right in
all
front
due
of you.
respect, Arne is inexperienced.
Excuse
Unknown.
me.
That's just like a big scoff there. Like,
Excuse me. That is Arne takes
inexperience?
very much offense of this.
Have
and
you-
Huh?
takes
Have
a
you
step back.
ever
Experience.
have you ever sailed with him? He knows his way around those waters.
Oh yes, he knows how to sail and how
He
to
is
stalk
your
and how
connection
hunt.
to the south.
Oh, and all thanks to you, huh, old man.
He's a young man. Has a young
Are
man's
you
head.
an old man? That's the point.
Yes, we-
How
you know
many
what?
men has he led? How many peaceful days has he spent leading people?
You know what?
And
Maybe I'm
then
not the-
there's
You know what? Fuck you.
Randy, and you see kind of how like his face folds a bit as he mentions Randy,
Oh,
because
yeah,
all the
Charlie
all the
doesn't-
all the things he has accused Ilda and Arne of, none of them apply to Randy.
Oh my god.
So,
He's playing
what?
favorites. He's playing us against each other.
Randy has led people in peace. Randy leads a household. She is
Mhm.
the lady of a house. Randy has always lived here. Randy is well respected. And you know that, Arnie.
Oh no, but Arne doesn't disagree. He knows that. But he still takes offense.
Can Anvil just basically step in the middle, like put an arm, like put a hand on Arne's shoulder and just nod?
If Arne steps forward, the one with the spear will also step forward, kind of to meet Arne in between his father.
Yeah, and that's why Anvil is basically gesturing, just like, putting a hand on his shoulder
Yeah.
and like pushing him back a little bit, like, calm down.
No.
I get it.
No. You know what? I may not be the best leader or whatever, but all the things I know, I learned that myself, and not thanks to you. And that counts to all of us.
Good. The best way to learn things by yourself. I always thought, though.
Oh, do not make it sound like it was your idea, you jackass.
The best thing to learn is to teach
But-
so
But Rosie, he has never done anything wrong, ever.
He sounds like my dad, Jesus.
It's so infuriating.
Anyway, statement has been made, but the best way to learn
At
is to teach someone
this
else.
point, Artist nostrils are like flaring.
And considering Arne actually taught some of the things he knew, I think he's better at the stuff that you are. Because you don't really seem to teach people.
They kind of, her left hand, the warrior, she puts her left hand on your shoulder and kind of leans into you, Arne.
He
Like,
looks
slightly
at her like,
pushing-
take your hand off of me. Yes.
Ellie kind of perks up, like she gets the feeling it's getting out of hand.
Art archive.
I feel like it's already like way.
So we have an image of the woman.
Oh, she's pretty though.
Oh damn.
Why does she
Suddenly
have to be
everything-
so attractive? That's not fair.
I know. But you know, kind of as she kind of leans into you, both pushing you with the left hand, but also like getting close to you with her face, and she like kind of soft whispers into your ear,
Oh gross.
"Let the old man talk. I think we should
The old
talk
man
after this."
died. What?
he like bites his tongue and he kind of like removes her hands from his shoulder, like, don't touch me,
She
but
t-
he will like not engage.
She takes, you know, once you remove her hand, like once you shrug it off, she, you know, does the classic open hands in the air thing and takes a step backward.
Oh, I hate it when people do that.
Mm-hmm. Or they just stand still where he is.
Well, I think that makes my point for me, does it not?
No.
Your emotions run wild. Can't afford that as a leader.
I never said I wanted to be a leader.
He's
Good.
right. I was the one offering that position.
And you know what also
Oh!
proves my point right? You always have someone else to do your dirty work. Old man.
What is a leader if not a craftsman with other people as their tools?
I want to hit this guy.
I think a leader should at least set an example to the people that are following him. Get your hands dirty maybe once in a while. I don't know.
Dirty hands are a young man's game. And I haven't been young in a very long time.
Another point that we're trying to make here, man.
Mm-hmm. And yet your hands are so
That's a
so
Soft
dirty.
elven mumble there.
I think we're done here.
Arne steps back and he looks at his sister because he cannot lead this conversation anymore because he might explode.
You know, and he's kind of waiting for Randy to do something. Well, if you have nothing more to say, then I wish you safe travel.
Well, is there anything negative you have to say about your daughter then? Because you just called the flaws out of the other two.
I mean, that's his thing. He
I will stop him in his tracks if he passes me.
Okay.
Oh, and Arne doesn't like that.
So, speak. If there's nothing bad to say
Um,
about your eldest daughter, then why
Well,
not
like-
make the decision?
And well,
While this is I mean, first of all, doing this in like kind of this neutral circle kind of scratches the neutrality and hospitality thing. But also, I would like perception checks from Copper and Ali.
Oh no! One fear.
Dirty 20.
You are very perceptive.
damn.
Oh, I am like very intensely watching.
I
this.
mean-
Copper is a
First hit hits the
hawk.
fan, I'm in there with my axe.
I mean, that's like the thing, right?
Even Ellie is quite perceptive.
I mean, that
Um,
one snowman is like blocking her view, but that's okay.
The clouds in the sky have formed words.
What?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I ping
Are
the
they
clouds
in
in the
Norse?
sky?
Can I read them?
I mean, you've seen something similar before. The happy birthday greeting in
Yeah,
the
no, that's
sky.
why I'm asking. Is it Nolf or can I read it?
It's common.
I'll look.
Or actually,
Is it common?
Shit. I'll
Elven?
be.
No.
Jimmy,
Okay.
Can we press the pause button for 3 minutes? I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
Yes. Of course. No. You go. That gives me actually some time. Which is a very good time. Gray,
Yes.
might I have you for just a moment?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna take
I
a
will-
real quick bathroom break then.
You do that. I will
Okay.
pull you in direct, Gray.
How are you, Marin?
I'm good. My social anxiety is flaring up, but I'm good.
You're doing so well, though. Honestly,
I wish I feel like I could do better.
I'm so proud. Like, I would have said nothing this entire session if it was me in that position.
Yeah, like the moment I have to like talk like continuously and the attention is on me, I get really bad anxiety and I just cannot talk anymore. That's so stupid because this is so important. But okay.
Okay,
fine.
in that case, we have emotional support fluff.
True. It's the most important thing. Wait, show me. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, but that's Arne and Copper.
Wait, which? Yeah, okay. Which one's which though?
Arne is the buddy.
Yeah, that tracks.
Bunny. Bunny. Oh, but look at this. The
Oh, I
tiny
love Sticky Bunny.
feeties. The tiny feeties.
It's Harney trying to get attention.
He has like, fight me now. No.
Tiny feet.
Yes.
It's so cute and tiny.
It's
Why
so
are
adorable.
feeties now?
Apologies and thank you for waiting.
These were the feeties we talked about.
What?
Okay, just reading the link. Bunny, cute, kawaii, baka bunnies.
Whoa.
Is that the
That's-
message in the clouds?
That's kind of
No,
weird.
no, that's the link I've just been given by Maron.
That would have
Yes.
been amazing if it was that.
Wait, I sent this. It's a bunny.
That's what the link reads.
Yeah, I know it does, but it's so
I-
good and pretty. And it's like,
I- I don't see the link.
you have to like click on
gonna-
the thing to enlarge it, and
You're
then
right, I
open the
have to
original at the
click on
bottom, and it shows you the URL.
Oh
God. I have to get
You
your
know my
bunny.
bunny's name is actually Rosie.
Logan?
It's fate.
It must be a damn cute bunny then. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it is.
The kind of have a thing.
Also, I'm eating, so excuse any eating noises. Well, we can
That's
go
fine.
on.
Yeah,
Yuki is still peeing.
yeah,
Oh.
but she's not direct. Like we can go. Like she's involved in her own thing. I doubt she's currently looking up. So yeah, what Copper would see and probably point out to Ali. Copper, you can see letters in the sky. You can read it,
I'm
but
here.
it doesn't read. Okay, but it doesn't read like it's common lettering, but you don't understand it. If you were to point it out to Ali, Ali can make it out. That is definitely Nolf written in common lettering.
Maybe you should write that down in your book so we can refer back to it later.
Ellie pats her pockets for where she has put her book.
Oh my god.
She's
So
like,
yeah, and it's.
yeah.
I don't. It seems like a pretty prophetic message. I don't know. Like if you believe in signs in the sky, then maybe this is a big deal. And there's one guy who's with the horses is currently like pointing upwards and pretty much calling out to the other two. Hey, look at that shit.
Oh my god.
So
Can
what is
I
the
like
thing?
try and
What does it say?
perceive if it's anybody in the circle doing that?
No, like the circle is. We will resolve the circle because the circle is currently pretty heated.
No, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like, am I assuming someone's doing this in anger in the midst of the conversation?
Like if you check the circle, like no one is there is currently casting a spell or anything. No one's pointing upwards. No one is noticing this. They
It
have
was
their
the
own
witch.
The Wicked Witch of Thieves, bro. Sorry.
But yes, Cap, like the last message in the thing.
Ellie kind of stops writing in the middle of the sentence. And she goes like, "That's on our side."
But yes, back to resolve the heated situation in the circle. Anvil has just stopped Under from walking past him, from walking past her.
Yeah. Just you know, like stepping in his way, like not touching or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just waiting for an answer. Why Rondi isn't a candidate for leadership?
I suppose she is.
Then why not settle this right now?
What do you mean, settle this right now?
I think our biggest fear here is that somebody just takes leadership the moment we unite the clans. So...
If she wants to take leadership, she's welcome to it.
Okay.
And he just turns and looks directly at Rondi. Try taking it from your mother first, though, eh? Then we can prevent the bloodshed. At which point, he will take a step to the side and try to walk further.
just a glare following him. That's it.
I'm out of the circle. Can I punch him?
I mean, Theo, it's still pretty rude, but technically that's not a violation of the custom of the circle.
Now that he is
Perfect.
out of the circle, Ellie runs past him. Like, she runs towards him.
Oh no.
And
Ali,
she yells
Ali,
very
Ali,
closely
behind
behind him.
Ali, no.
She yells,
No. Okay,
"You're
like
a coward!"
I try and put my hand over Ali's mouth, like, stop me talking.
okay.
You're only afraid of the thing you don't know. Acting like
First-
this, you're gonna drive your people mad. You're gonna lose everything. Your family, your children. Don't you see that, you idiot?
You may not have actually been able to say that.
I just, you know, like...
No, but see, the thing is, she's just too good. Now that she has said it, it's really hard to take it back because that's such a good line. So I want it to happen. So, it's just, like, you're currently trying to wrestle with her, I guess.
I just,
I mean, I'm nursing with a small child, so that's...
While that's going on, I know, Arne, you are trying to storm at him.
No. I was more like now trying, like, in case Ali run up there, was like, oh no.
No, but before that happened,
Yes, before that happened, yes.
the fighter that has actually talked with you before, that tried to lean into you, would have kind of, like, as the collection dissolved, am I still in the circle? Again, try to whisper at you.
She's whispering at me from here.
No, like, that's the thing. Like, this would
Oh.
have, again, because you just pinked there, like,
Okay.
in the circle. Like, I don't know, were you, like, when he leaves, would you just have run after him, or would she have time to, like, walk at you, put a hand at your shoulder?
She would have. So back I go.
Zoop.
Ellie?
As you can see, isn't going as planned for him, is it?
Not exactly, but what are you trying to say?
And in that moment, the screaming starts from Ali. So
Yeah.
currently you can hear him getting shoot out by Ali.
At least I'm holding her back so she can't physically lay a hand.
Yeah, no, like you are controlling her, and it's not that difficult for you.
I mean, if I could pick her up, like, I've got like a good 2 foot on her, so like, feet are on the floor.
I
Ellie
picture
kind of
like
just holds on to Copper. She doesn't want to go anywhere, but she will say what she has to say now that he's out of that damn circle.
Well, maybe some people were interested in his plans. Maybe they aren't happy with it.
Maybe.
Ellie smiles onto Copper. She's done like struggling against him, and she's like, "Even the sky thinks you're a dumbass."
We'll get to that.
Okay, at that point, Copper just starts laughing.
And Animal just like raises an eyebrow at that, like the sky.
Oh, at
We'll
which point, like,
get to
both
that.
of us probably are just pointing at the sky.
If only
Let's say if someone were to come with a better plan, might have not a lot of allies left.
So in other words, you guys are kind of conspiring against him.
I
I'm conspiring against him.
You,
speak for myself
I
and
see.
someone
And
else,
our
I guess.
I'm sorry.
I, I see. So, what is it that keeps you at this site then? For now.
Would you believe me if I said a contract?
Maybe. What does the contract entail?
Ponies.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Lots
Well,
of
I feel like you
ponies.
misunderstand. I don't have a contract with him. She, kind of claps you on the back and walks past you.
Not a contract with him? Or there is confusion?
But you she claps you on the back and like walks past you, and then as she walks past you, someone's giving him the money he's paying his people with, isn't there?
Ah, so there's another middleman.
It seems that she seems to just suggest that there's a financier, an
Mhm.
investor.
An
And that investor is apparently not happy with how much unrest he has caused and how little of his goals he has achieved.
I mean,
now-
Arne understands that completely, but that's beside the point.
And now it seems like, oh yeah, the sky is against you. Oh, the sky is against you. What the fuck are you talking about with the sky? Oh, why is the sky speaking to us?
Because even is smarter than you.
And like he just looks at the sky and just kind of like is disbelieving. The witch, like one glare at the sky, and she instantly just scans around.
Oh wow.
It's like looks at the sky. Okay, that's happening, and then just scans. Okay, like
That's
who,
Hoggy Woggy.
what, where, why.
I can
Kind of
watch her to see where she gets her conclusions.
Arne grabs her by the shoulder one last time.
Yes.
Before she leaves, and what do you know of this investor? Is there a location? Proximity? Something?
Oh, down south. Money comes per ship.
Ah, per ship.
Name's Madur.
Mother.
And but just between us, if we're going to get rid of him, well, his witch will have to leave, won't she?
I mean, I don't like her much either, so I don't see a problem with that, I suppose. So
But she like kind of as she leaves, she like pats the head of her axe.
I really like this girl.
Arne looks at her like,
Hi, I'm gay.
Yes, but you already have an elf girl on the ship,
I know.
so you will need someone else to be gay at this woman, and then you will have to live vicariously.
Arne will be gay for her. Sort of, kind of straight.
I don't think that's
You
how
can
gay
see-
works,
you can
Arne.
see
No.
Yuki's side eye. I can feel it.
She's so cool.
Kind of while the witch is still casting around, and you can see like a slight glow in her eyes. Ander like finally catches himself and just marches past her and I have
He has been
calmed him.
squished.
He is deflated now.
Oh no.
Meow.
As
Yeah,
the witch is
Oh.
casting, I will sit down
Mhm.
and wait. How How long is the ring? I don't know. I want to cast Detect Magic as a ritual to see what she's doing.
I think she's
Which
also
one?
casting Detect Magic.
Ritual casting is 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we have time.
You can start, but as this happens, like under the kind of after grasping himself after reading this, he just marches past and just calls out over his shoulder, "We're leaving." And his
Well,
witch quickly follows him, and Medea, kind of in a slow jog comes after them, but gives you like a wave over her shoulder without looking back.
Arne nods.
Arne is gay.
Since he, since
I mean,
the-
that's what the interesting copper was, surely.
that's just
Yeah.
his. Animal
Okay,
just
let's
throws him
establish that
a
Arne is
squint.
raging bisexual.
Arna just throws him a squint. Or Arnold, I
really?
mean, you.
If
like,
your
Arnold
PC
throws
is
Arne.
not, if your PC is not bisexual, you're really just throwing options away. So
Yes!
I got to be real.
I mean, let's be real. Tumbi was the real option here.
Yes.
Tumbi is best boy.
Yes.
The moment I saw Tumbi Tumbi, I thought the options were
Are you into
gone.
trees? Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
empty,
yes.
Right.
There is no other options than Tumbi Tumbi.
Fag.
Oh, yeah.
Life.
So yeah, they're mounting up and riding away.
First thing Arne wants to do is tell Arne about the mother.
Arna? Or
Who do you want to tell?
Randi. I'm sorry, I was
I talked-
joke.
talked
I
to
enjoy
myself,
talking
I'm
to
okay.
myself.
I'm totally okay.
Mhm. They talk to her about Medea.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Mhm.
Interesting. Arne, inside.
Okay. Oof. I hope I don't roll shit again, because
well,
That's fine.
usually that's the thing that happens.
Randy is quite clearly. Like, she was pretty calm with all of that, but like that last bit of conversation about the leadership of the children and now the fucking writing in the sky seems a bit rattled.
I see. You okay?
Well, nobody thought this would be easy.
That would be nice. But yeah, at least we have a little bit more wiggle room with this information, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I was just silent.
It's just so insufferable.
But,
Yes,
but,
but
well, what you said,
what I said?
yes, with Medea.
Uh-huh.
Maybe some of the things we have seen in Ostrom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can. If we find some trusted, charismatic leader, maybe we can end this by uniting the sides and, well, casting our parents out of Nolf, but preventing bloodshed. That'd be worth it.
I believe so too, because these people don't deserve any of this. What their parents caused.
Ellie
So that would be-
asks to be put down by Copper, like if Copper looks.
It's already been put down.
Release me!
Don't put down Ellie.
Um,
That would be a bit harsh.
Oh my god!
Ellie walks closer and she's kind of fidgeting her fingers, and she tells her, I think this guy thinks it needs to be you.
No. Not me.
I-
Please,
actually-
anything but.
I would lie if I think you would be very suitable.
Ellie
For
nods.
the-
Oh, no. I have fine house. I have a farm. I have 2 oxen. I have a young child out there. I have things to do. Very much. No interest in this. Please.
Doesn't that
Well, that's
make
the
you
point then, isn't
perfect
it?
leader?
Where I
Since-
grew up, it's very normal for people to rule together as a family. And the people that don't want to be the boss often get to be the boss because they're the best bosses. They have the whole community in mind.
Oh, mm,
I
Look
worry
at Ally coming
myself.
here with her
I
scent.
worry myself thick over 2 oxen and 2 people. I can't.
No one
If-
says you have to be leader for lifetime.
Oh God.
you could just maybe until it's like more stable.
Or leading
You
alone,
could-
and I look
yeah.
at Arne.
I would not do this place.
With all due
justice.
respect.
Yeah, no, I would not do this place justice at all.
Hate to
No.
agree with Father Dearest, but
Yeah, he has a point.
Well, At least think
I-
about it.
I still maybe until it's stable, just because people trust you, it would be a good foundation. And until
like
then,
she
you
like
could
kind of
find someone
sinks her head, claps her hands on her forehead, and just kind of, lowers her head and like kind of like waddles around in tight circles, like turns away from you, walks a bit. Oh God. I have to, don't I? I mean, I just talked about saving lives. Oh God, it would be awfully selfish if I didn't.
If you're in a
Yes.
position of power, that's the best place to choose your replacement because then
Mhm.
you get to choose someone who would do the job well, not your father.
And don't worry about the oxen. They're gonna be fine.
You can take them with you. They can have like an upgrade. I think something like that. Randy, there's no one I would trust this place more to than you.
And
You've always been the backbone in the family.
and it would be such a beautiful story as well.
Anvil's just nodding furiously.
Well, just a minor problem as I see it. There seem to be 2 people in the way of this wonderful dream. Or my personal nightmare, as you might see it.
Well, my mom always said, if it is easy, it ain't worth being a dream.
What if it's a nightmare?
Ali just ignores the part about the nightmare. She does not give a fuck.
I guess
She's
your
trying
mother
to
is,
lift this lady's spirits.
I guess your mother is a wise woman. Oh
Yes.
God. But well, father would have to stand aside,
Mm-hmm.
and mother would have to
Take
agree.
a fucking chill pill.
Mm-hmm. I
You
mean,
could voice it as
mother.
the scenario of not being your dad, which might help.
Mm,
She trusts you more than him.
I mean, mother trusts you, doesn't she?
Oh, no.
But do they need to trust you, or do the people need to trust you?
Well,
Suppose.
Yes.
I suppose. But she'd be furious.
I mean, I haven't seen a day without her being furious at all. So
Yes, but normally not at me. Normally at you. It's a bit different.
Oh, they just blame Arnie. It's fine.
That is way more relatable to Ali than she would ever like to.
What is it being in trouble? I don't understand.
Yes, good question.
Yes. Earth has never done anything wrong after all.
No, of
He's
course
a good
not.
boy.
Mike, on the other hand.
Whoa, old art.
I guess I can try.
We would be here.
Maybe
to-
delay things. Maybe
Mm.
try to find out what Medea was talking about. That seems important.
I think we would have more weight against father to keep him from proceeding. This is all so fucked up.
Yes. Hey.
Well,
But like with a this weird how to describe it, like this very like cynical, defeated smile on her face. If this works out, all of this will only ruin one life.
oh, this actually breaks Arne's heart if she's talking about herself.
Yes,
listen.
yes, that's the implication.
This really like makes Arne
I
feel very
hand her a
pouty.
berry and offer her a hug.
She takes the berry. She doesn't take the hug, not actively.
No, he's not hugging her. He's not hugging her. He's just putting his hand on her shoulder.
No, it was up.
Oh,
I think up,
sorry.
up for the hug. But yeah,
Oh.
with you then, you know, arms around the shoulder. So much to do, so much to do.
Mhm. We will find a solution for all of this to take this burden off your shoulders. I promise.
At least I can undermine the hotheads a bit. Buy myself some time. I don't know.
Mm.
God, all of you. Why'd you have to say that about me? I'm already thinking, oh, the people I have to talk to. Yes, what do they like? What appeals can I make? So much thinking. And she starts stomping towards her horse. Just, you know, kind of like gets progressively louder as she like builds distance towards you, so you guys can understand her still. You know, I dreamed of having a simple life. Yeah, wasn't meant to be, I guess.
Did anyone tell your father that? Because I feel like it's kind of her problem.
I send a bird after her to whisper in her ear that she can always make it simple later.
Oh my god.
There is a time for everything.
I've just burdened my sister with eternal depression.
She doesn't have to be. She doesn't have to rule forever. Just until the
No.
psychopaths stop fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You burdened her with leadership.
Yes, that's the
That is-
worst. It's even worse.
And she kind of like rides up to the hill and calls out to you. Well, whatever you're doing up north, good luck. I'll hope for the same.
Thanks.
I wave
Are they-
goodbye.
Thank you.
Ellie waves her goodbye.
And yeah, she rides off. So, giving the terrible timing constraints on Unwill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess what's the plan? Are you from there here now just saying further north, let's go on our actual mission and hope that until we come back no one has killed each other?
I mean,
I don't
David?
think if we dawdle here, like I don't think we could change a lot to begin with.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not the most influential people in the politics, are you?
I do have a question.
Or are we?
That is
Yes.
more to the party. The thing we're looking for up north, maybe should we like tell Rondi and stuff? Because what if it's like something that actually influences like the people from the south and the north?
I think if we talk too much, the father will be more fearful that other people will come for it.
Yes, but maybe if we only tell it to Rondi.
Yes, but that would just burn her more, wouldn't it?
Yeah, true.
We would probably be good advice to talk
Okay.
about that after we find out what it is.
Yeah, because you don't know what it is.
Okay. So, you're planning to travel north from here?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Uh,
I am.
I'm not. Bye.
I'm just following the people that know what's going on.
That's always a good decision. The problem is when you like build a circle and nobody actually knows what's going on. They're just going somewhere. But yes, with that going on and the time constraints on Arnwell,
Yes.
we could stop here. We could release Arnwell and basically just deal with random wildlife encounters. Well, that's seeing what your dice hold for you. You know, trying to not starve.
I actually wouldn't mind quitting earlier today as well. So
Then that seems.
Then we
But-
snooze. We
the
go
only
on
thing
to
I
Yeah.
bed in
tried
time.
to do is
Yeah, we forgot to get rations, didn't we?
No, not
we have
rations.
No, we
enough.
have rations.
We
We
have
got
like
rations.
92 rations. That's like.
And
Oh,
we-
okay, we did it
and
now.
we now have a,
You
have
was
a
like,
tent.
try not to starve. I'm like, what, do we not have food?
Oh,
We have a
um,
tent
We're on a
now.
diet.
one,
It's
one.
Yeah,
fine.
Like always, no. Like trying not to starve is always a good goal. Okay.
One
I
thing
try
we-
not to starve every day of my life.
Yeah.
Yes. One thing we should maybe do is send
You could make a game out of this.
one.
to
Yeah.
keep in contact with Rondi. Like carry a pigeon or whatever, if that is an option.
Unless you have a magical option, that's
How far can your eagle friend fly?
I mean,
technically, it would only kind of work one time and one way, maybe, because yes, your eagle friend can move independently from you.
okay, wait. Animal Messenger, if I cast it on level 3, has a 100-mile radius.
That's a long radius. Like that, and there's also because yeah, the 100
No,
miles.
no. By 84 hours for each slot above level, so it's 150 miles.
That would get you most of the way there if you wanted to do that. The other thing, because familiars work in strange and mysterious ways, if you give her the hawk spirit,
Oh yes.
then you can technically recall it at a moment, and he could give you a status update from that moment.
Yes. I'll do that. I'll just, have it fly after her and be like, hey, I'm your connection to the rest of the group.
I am the hawk spirit.
Please leave a message.
Please leave a message after. Please leave a message after the chirp.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Slight scheduling thing. What
Mhm.
do we do with next session? Because that will be on Easter Sunday.
Given that we're gonna
Oh,
be
I'm not-
at the land party at that moment, I think, in my personal opinion, I would prefer to skip it.
I
Yeah.
will be in Sweden.
Oh, you would be in Sweden.
Mhm.
That is a way better reason, and I am slightly jealous.
Yeah, because Marin and I were like it's usually like because it's 5 days. I wouldn't actually mind sitting behind my PC playing D&D for a while because it's a LAN party, sure, but I still really enjoy playing games and also playing D&D. So
I mean, I have.
Make everyone at the LAN party jealous. Yes, I have D&D and you don't.
exactly, there we go.
This afternoon, though, literally.
Increase your social standing.
What this afternoon? Were people like, "Oh my god, I want to join"?
Yeah, man, I was in chat with some friends, and they were like, I want to really play D&D. Let's start a new campaign. Can we finally start a campaign? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play D&D this evening. And they responded with,
Yeah.
Capri, you're a cunt.
Yes, no,
I
that's
have
what I
a-
mean. That's
That's
what I
not
mean
true.
with. That's what I mean with increasing your social standing.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're
Like
among
cunts.
people that if you're among people that want to play D&D and you tell them, I am playing D&D today, you know, you
That's
can
exactly
curl
what
your
I did.
You know what's funny? I have
the
I have a
superior one.
I have a second campaign waiting for me now, and I'm very excited.
I mean, hey, I DM one bi-weekly, I play in one bi-weekly, and I play in another one weekly.
Oh
Because
Jesus!
I don't have any
wish.
other hobbies, I don't know.
I wish I could do that, but my school's killing me. I have been
Nice.
asked so many times to join the In Real D&D in a game store, but I just can't do Tuesdays. I'm so sorry, I can't join Tuesdays.
I want to do that too, like so bad.
They were like D&D Tuesday, it's fun, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds funny and
D&D Tuesday.
yeah, it sounds funny in Dutch because it's D&D Dinsdag. It sounds pretty cool, you know.
Yes.
D&D
D&D.
stuff.
But D&D Dinsdag,
Yes.
exactly. You get it.
Missed opportunity.
I mean, I asked to call it D and Dinsdag, but they were like, nah, just keep it a D&D Dinsdag. I'm like, sure.
No, see, it's like, no.
Those are
Those
weak-minded
cowards.
people. They
Yeah.
deserve you.
Yes. I will not tolerate
Anyway, I'm gonna close off with you guys first, and I'm gonna say goodbye to my stream, and then I'll probably have to
yes, chat, go fuck yourself.
Just acknowledge.
Mikra has acknowledged you. Senpai has noticed. Treasure this.
Oh
Anyway,
my
guys,
God.
I'll see you guys next time. Right?
Yeah.
So when is next time actually? Because I was asking scheduling things.
Yeah, but okay, I guess
3
that's
weeks?
the thing.
Week after?
The 24th?
The week after D&D? The week after Easter?
Yeah. Because I have
Like,
like
if-
due
wait,
dates and
Wait,
stuff.
I think I have something on the 24th.
Oh
I just can't
no.
remember what for the life of me.
1st of May.
1st of May
Maybe
then?
We can check until tomorrow and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, check
Yeah.
until tomorrow, and due to the traveling things, I don't think it would be desperately critical if someone was missing.
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
But if you're missing 3 people,
If you're missing 3 people, then no. I mean, that's
I mean, if I'm missing, just offer berries to everyone, and you basically got them in place.
yeah,
but
because
it's not the same if it's not you.
exactly.
everybody
Can we?
likes-
Can I make a soundboard where you just your voice going like, I give berries to this person, and I'll just like play that button sometimes. Just have you as a voice memo.
Let's actually do that though. Like,
There's a soundboard.
seriously.
for-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, Gray, I need you to say that for me, so when people like donate to the stream, it's go like, I want to give berries to this person. I
let's
actually
do that.
want that.
Or you should be just like, here, have a berry.
Exactly.
See, and then I collect soundboards for all of you, and then I don't even need you guys anymore.
What
Just
would
DM
the
all by
soundboard
yourself.
say though? What would mine say?
It would just be very loud. It
No.
wouldn't make sense.
Okay, like, you know. Okay, doing something emotional, saying something cute, talking about how you out of character are gay, yeah,
In character or gay.
talking about how in character you are gay for Aura.
And this new woman.
And every other attractive woman.
Like it's not that difficult, really.
Simple human being, really, once you bring it down to this. I'm a
It's
very
just-
simple human being.
Apparently.
But seriously, if everybody is free and we can get Hazel next week, I'd be happy to wrap up Carnival.
Oh,
Next week.
Oh,
Because I really
yes.
I have-
finished.
I really have like deadlines and due dates like the coming week, so like after the 17th I
we will
can.
talk.
But
I will try to make a post tomorrow,
okay.
and we can then
Yes.
talk about
That
what
sounds
I
the
will-
schedulings.
I will see that post come my way then, but I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys.
Yes, so will I.
Yeah, me too.
Bye-bye.
Ah, fuck
Done it.
off. Haha.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, I'm still here in the chat with you guys. I'm just saying goodbye to my friends. I actually want to see if I can host someone tonight. And I am trying to not host raid actually, and see if I can do the things that I always want to do but I always forget doing. And then it's not working for me. There we go. There we go. If I switch to here now, it says thank you for watching, because I really appreciate you guys watching and just lurking while having the stream going up. As you can tell, as you heard, there's more intel in the scheduling for the D&D streams coming. I will post as far as I can, or as fast as I can. Next week, I might join Z's stream, Dark Jokers. but I think I'm not streaming myself because there's a lot of deadlines that I'm like dealing with the past few weeks, so I'm really like trying to like keep up with school at the moment. After that period of time, I will probably go back to like at least streaming D&D once every other Sunday, and probably like streaming other games on Sunday as well, like in between those D&D streams. I actually wanted to raid Race to Gold tonight because they're finally online. It's Graceling playing. She is playing Thresh support at the moment, and I feel like some League of Legends content might be fun for some of you guys in here. Race to Gold is just a very, very nice streamer. Usually it's a couple. They're actually married, they have a child now, and they like occasionally hop online sometimes, and they're just very nice people. They're genuine, they are funny, and they like to engage with the chat, so feel free to say hi in the chat. They don't bite. I'm gonna click start raid here now, and I'll see you guys next week in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone ready to go over? Because I'm ready to hop on in. Let's go.